Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Dan here, and well, I have well, first off, I'm just gonna explain this real quick. I was on vacation, hence the reason why there was a period of time where I didn't upload anything. So, uh, then after that, I attempted to download some software and ended up infecting my computer with a bunch of viruses. So that was fun. But anyway, it took me probably a good few days to actually clean out the viruses and stuff, which by that point had actually attacked my World of Tanks installation and corrupted it, so I had to completely re-download the entire game, lost all of the replays I had saved up to this point, not that it really mattered, most of them were for the previous update. So, uh, that's that explained. I was on vacation, so obviously I wasn't going to be able to record while I was doing that. But anyway, you guys are probably more interested in the fact that I'm driving the Tier 7 Russian premium tank destroyer, the SU-122-44. Now, the reason why I bought this tank was because, first off, I had explained I got a job, so I have an actual income now, basically, so I can acquire as many premium tanks as I want. So I decided, you know what, why not add to the collection of Russian tank destroyers I already do have, and how about I go ahead and I get this thing. And I did some research on it. I had already planned on getting it in the first place, but I just wanted to be sure it was something I was interested in. And yeah, I really do like this thing a lot. It's basically got tier 10 medium tank DPM on a tier 7 tank destroyer. The only thing that lets it down is the fact that it has I mean, it's alright penetration, but I mean 200 or plus would probably be a little bit nicer. And the fact that this thing is very slow to aim and inaccurate. But other than that, this thing is extremely good. It's got an extremely fast rate of fire. I've gotten mine down to just under 7 seconds. And doing 390 damage per shot, you just rip your enemy apart. So the reason I chose this game, we are on Karelia, and I'm defending. Usually I don't do good on the defending side just because, well, you're going to see what kind of happens. I'm sticking back here because I can already tell something's going to happen. And I'm more interested in trying to keep it, well, the KV-3, KV-13 and the Jackson, at least keep this part of our flank spotted, so that way if they decided to come right up that road, I would be able to get them spotted and they wouldn't be able to flank around me. Because even though this thing does have medium tank maneuverability, it does turn insanely fast, you still don't want things getting around you because it's a tank destroyer, it doesn't have a turret. And although there are very few medium tanks and even light tanks that can actually successfully circle this thing, you still don't want to give them the chance to, so, you know. But then I decide, okay, this is not looking good over here on our northern flank. And so I'm repositioning, and you can see that the maneuverability of this thing is extremely good. So I'm repositioning to try to basically get my gun back into effective use. And so this isn't looking too good. Our two top-tier heavy tanks are in the south attacking their base. And I mean, I can understand why they're doing that. It's just, it probably would have been better if they had fallen back to help defend here. So it's me, a Hellcat, and this SU-100Y. The SU-100Y isn't going to last much longer. I would have gone out to help him. It's just I don't know where the rest of these tanks are, and I'd rather not get shot at. So instead, I'm just going to wait. Here comes the Tiger. I haven't been spotted at this point. I have my SU-100 crew in here, which recently I got up to having 3 perks apiece. So my best tank destroyer crew. So I finished off the Tiger right there. shoot the ARL, I take a hit from the artillery. He's going to be focusing down on me for the rest of the game. So I've only gotten 2 kills at this point. We've sort of pulled the scores back, but the problem is it's just me and this Hellcat holding down this flank. And here's the problem with the accuracy. It's not too good. I mean, I did kind of rush that shot a little bit, but I mean, there wasn't a whole lot I could have done. I was trying to keep my Hellcat friend alive. Artillery takes another shot at me. I don't want to stick around. The hull armor on the front of this thing is actually surprisingly good if you can keep it angled well. I finish off the ARL, who luckily has the stock turret, so it's a massive target that I can easily penetrate. So I'm thinking, okay, I've got the advantage at this point. And so I'm basically getting into the head of the Hellcat. I'm figuring since he has extremely, well, what he would presume as extremely good maneuverability, he's going to try to flank around me. And sure enough, there he is. He misses his shot, making this a whole heck of a lot easier for me. Finish him off. And as I'm pulling back into cover, I take a big hit from the artillery. Now, at this point, I'm like, okay, this isn't looking too good. Because this Jackson is still on full health. Luckily, he misses his first shot, and I do not. So you can see the extremely good rate of fire on this. Of course, it helps if you hit the target, but I know I'm going to beat his reload. And he attempts to circle me, but you can't do that. And I was that close to being killed. So, team is complimenting me on my good work. I'm sort of shaking right now because of the adrenaline rush. I'm figuring the artillery was somewhere over there just because of the shots he was able to get on me. And sure enough, he was just 1 sector off of my prediction. So at this point, I'm thinking, okay, if I can get Top Gun, that'd be awesome. So I'm going to try to flank up behind them. I asked for Top Gun, but our artillery was already quick to mention that I should be able to get the top done. Now, what was happening at this point? I was not expecting this. Of course, I take off his track, and I'm like, oh, come on. He misses his shot, and fortunately, it doesn't even splash me. As you can see, right up over the top of my tank, and I go and I finish him off. So that was the best game I've ever had in the SU-122-44. Sadly, it was not an ace tanker. I have not gotten that yet, mostly because people driving this tank are extremely good, apparently, because this was, well, this was my first victory of the day, so it was doubled, and I got something like 2,000 experience, first class mastery badge. Not ace tanker, sadly. But I will pull up the results, and you guys can see for yourself. Alright, so here we go. So, high caliber and Top Gun, unsurprising. As you can see, I made quite a bit of credits for just being a tank destroyer, and experience as well. That was a nice thing. Yeah. If I had premium, oh, I would have made so much, but considering I don't have a premium account, I was unable to make all of that. So, yeah, I didn't hit that many vehicles. I only damaged 6. I killed every single one I came across, though. So, team score, unsurprising. Top of both teams on damage done. Top on experience, top on kills. Kind of, you can expect that. Now, if we look at damage, as you can see, my team was inferior, is the best word I could probably use, compared to the enemy team on damage. Their team actually, more of them actually did mediocre damage, while our team just kind of, it was like me, then this guy, and then it was just kind of like, and then, yeah. Sound effect, I needed to add that. Don't know why, I just did. So, shots fired, 15, 11 direct hits, 10 penetrations. Damage, 2911. Surprisingly, I did quite a bit of damage from a distance of more than 300 meters. I received 3 hits. 2 of them were penetrations. 1 was non-penetration. 6 enemy vehicles damaged. 6 destroyed. I went over that already. I traveled quite a distance, and that kind of shows you guys how maneuverable the thing is. I mean, it can hit its top speed pretty quickly. I'll probably cover this more in a review on the machine, which I will do in the future. 53,000 credit income, 31,000 credit profit. Each shell costs about... Since it's a premium vehicle, I think it's actually less than 1,000, but on a regular 122mm gun, it would cost about 1,000 per shot, but I have no idea what the figure is for just the regular, the premium version of the gun. No idea. But I would assume it is less. Repairs were actually quite cheap, considering I was down to about 1/8 of my health at the end of the battle. If I had premium, I would have made a 58,000 credit profit. More of an incentive, I guess, to actually get a premium account. I'll think about it. As you can see, this was the most experience I've ever made off of the SU-122-44, which isn't saying much, considering I've only driven it maybe 50 or so battles, and for the most part, I've been playing it kind of passively. I haven't been going absolute crazy with it like I would usually do with some of my other tank destroyers, like the SU-85I or the SU-100, or even the SU-101. I tend to play this thing a little bit more passively, and then if I get an opportunity, then I'll spring. So, I mean, I could probably get this up a little bit more, and then hopefully get the mastery badge on it. So, that is basically it. I'd like to thank you guys for watching, and if you guys like what you see, let me know, and I'll be sure to do stuff like this more in the future. I mean, I'm probably going to do it anyway, whether you guys like it or not, but, you know, giving you guys options. Anyway, catch you guys next time. Take care.